Hello and welcome to the Endtimes TCG, and I didn't post for a month, I think, and I took a week of vacation and I was doing a bunch of other stuff I will show you in a second. But, and that's a good but, I always return to the Endtimes TCG, and that shows me that there's something here. I know I've been posting for a year now, and you think, where are the cards? Where's the TCG? Well, you're witnessing the creation of the TCG, maybe from the very idea to the finish point. And it could be that the finish point is somewhere in a year, or maybe the end of this year, for an alpha, which I will talk about the concept, not of the game, but of the, I don't know if I would want to say business model, but let's call it business model. And I will show you a few credentials. And yeah, well, when I made this, like, you can check this out in a different game. From the very idea, it was something around 30th of May, because a good friend of mine has his birthday, and I know we wanted to play like the Werewolf game, but a different version, and I didn't have it, so I crafted one. And the version I brought with me was, okay, let's see if this can, was something like this. Like, as you can see, like, this was, well, here it is, May 2015 prototype. Pretty funny, isn't it? Like, time flows in spirals. And I was sitting down and I was creating these cards, as you can see, hand drawn. And then I sleeved them up, and we played with these cards. And then I guess, as you can see, these are, I don't know, where did I put paper on, I guess, on cardboard, and I drew these cards, and yeah, this is on cardboard, and I drew on the cardboard with my inks, and I made these cards, and then we played in the evening, and it was in, like, how do you say, student house or college union, and maybe 10 to 20 people, and there was also a party going on, but we played 2 or 3 rounds of this. And after that, everybody told me, man, you gotta do a Kickstarter with these. These are too awesome. And I totally thought it would be a cool idea, because, like, the cards that I had for the Werewolf games were pretty boring. And the villager was just a symbol and all of that. And this is Ogden from Diablo 1. And this is the guy in the shadows. And as you can see, when I then made the real game, this is the witch from Diablo 1, Adria the witch, and a seer, and all of these cards. This is the guy who had then its birthday. His name is called Sebe, and yeah, as you can see, I made it pretty grim, dark. This guy was from the French movie Pact of the Wolves, I guess, and this is a girl I know, and werewolves I stole from this one from Sleepy Hollow, so Tim Burton elements in this, and yeah, this was it. And from May, then I don't know, I was working for the Buff Dudes and making some animation, but animation took me too long. So I'm totally into games and video games and movies, but I guess my typical expression is to make a card or a card game. So that's good for us. And then in the same year of 2015, where did I put now the I made the first Kickstarter, and it was a success, but I didn't raise too much money. And then in the following year of 2016, I went to my first Comic-Con, and there I sold then my first packs, the first edition, and the latest edition is like the third edition, so all my bugs were kind of fixed. And then that was it. And yeah, the last month. So on Saturday, I kind of finished a cycle. Let me show you something. I don't know if I have shown you this. I won't get it out, but this is a really big picture of a babe on a beach. Then here are my Endtimes TCG. This is my workroom, and then here I was drawing. I was not only drawing a lot of stuff. This is my calendar. I always will draw something. This is the next month, Sum 41. And as you can see, for July, nothing yet there, but something planned down here. What will it be? I don't know. We cannot focus, but I guess it will be Blink 182. And this month, entering July or Juno, it will be Comic-Con. So I have a vernissage next month or coming month where I will display my comic work. And I have commissions to do, so the money gets in. But as you can see, also I was printing out, let me see, some new comics. And this is what it looks like. And this is a comic in the making, the Wasteland Manifesto. And this is a comic I produced. And as you can see, I am into production and selling. And also, like, nobody will notice, but when I produced this, like a couple of millimeters, this is a couple of millimeters too big. Like, either I screwed up with a print file, or they screwed up while printing, but nobody will ever know, because like it's just a thing the creator will see, and the quality is still good, but I know this is like 0.3 millimeters too large, so it stretched the image a bit, and it should be a bit more crisp. This is pretty bold, but yeah, that's just here on my packaging. So we'll come now to the cards, but that's just a normal cycle from the idea to then finishing the product. And again, this was pretty fast. It was in May 2015, the idea and the first concept. And then in the same year, I started production in December and already shipped it, the first version. And then it took me almost a year to fix things or to improve things. Like, let's say that was like the alpha or beta. And then a year later, and a bunch of sleepless nights, I had the third version, and it was the final one, and it shipped now. And that's what I'm selling all day long. That's not true. But yeah, sorry for this, but let's get to the cards. I will maybe put down in the timestamps if you want to jump to the cards. On Saturday, I had a great night. I was chasing the ladies of the night. And yeah, when I came home, or when I got up, I didn't know what to do. I felt a bit strange, and so I did kind of follow my gut feeling, and was drawing now Father Adam Guiteau. This is from John Carpenter's Vampire. I think I was in a very vampire mood, So I drew him up. It looks better on the screen, like he has a shotgun, he looks like a Padre, and then he has a couple of abilities. I will cut him out. Here we see Taco Time, heal 3 or 30 HP. I will see if this will be a bit more like Pokemon or a bit more like Magic, or if I find my own style. Or heal 5, -1 dexterity for 1 round. And the flavor text is one is good, but 2 can be maybe too much. And as you can see, I've written down here Simon Phoenix from Demolition Man, played by Wesley Snipes. And yeah, these are like your League of Legends heroes. And maybe I'm all over the place, but this is like I'm kind of thinking of something like Dota 2 or League of Legends. I was there in 2009 when League of Legends released its alpha or beta, and maybe this could be a free-to-play card game which you can print out, or a living card game, and maybe people could support it via Patreon, or we have small print runs, or we make like a living card game could be good. Like you get the cards like the Versus to PCG, or what's it called, and then you can just play the game. I think it's important to get this in the hands of the people, and maybe there will be a version where you can print out all the cards on your sheets. You just cut them out, you put them and sleeve them up, and you can play. And maybe even you can play against the player who has the cards. Maybe we will run a small print run just to get the game out there. And I will also release some of these cards which you can print out so we can play test. Yeah, so that's about like could it be a free to play? Could it be a living card game? How can people enjoy this game? How can I get it into as many people as possible, just to have fun? And then 90s TCG vibe, and so forth. Then what did I draw? I draw like from Dusk Till Dawn, the Santanica Pandemonium, or Queen of the Damned, something like this. This must be a very hot Mexican Aztec vampire girl, and then you flip her and she must look like a bit more vampiric and must be really strong. Then I got here, everybody be cool, you be cool. Like, I will definitely have some people that are criminals, scumbags, and lowlifes, which will be very strong against hordes of the dark, because they don't give a shit. Because they themselves, wait a second, they themselves are like really tough. Or down there, as you can see, Pokemon cards and Legends of the Five Rings still haven't played as much as I wanted to. And this is like the George Clooney from Everybody Be Cool, You Be Cool. I don't know what the card does, but I wanted to include it. Then we have the Jacob, the Preacher, taken from Dusk Till Dawn. Then Vampiric Hordes, who knows, but I liked, wait a second, I like the picture. What are you doing? I like the picture from, I don't know why the camera is doing this. I like the Vampiric Hordes. And maybe also things like, what is this? This is called a punch, or welcome to slavery. No thanks, I already had a wife. And stuff like this. And we have Razor Charlie, which flip, and he becomes an evil vampire. Sheriff Earl McGaw. I like the, he doesn't have the gun right up there. I'm figuring this out if it should be or not. But yeah, I like the sheriff idea. I like the idea that you're out there somewhere in the Badlands, and you're just gangster scum, vampire scum, some bunch of normal people, sheriffs. Like, it's the normal world, it's the 90s. But then somehow you have vampires and guns, and definitely Winnebagos. We have a Winnebago here. This is what it will look like. And yeah, maybe it can drive or get you away. I don't know what the cost is, but maybe this is like the cost of the people you want to get away with. and maybe you can do it like one time, or I don't know, but just a cool idea. Like you can win the fight, you drive or get away, whatever that means. Maybe it prevents damage from your characters for one round, or hit somebody big, or hit something big. Maybe you can mount this and drive something over something, or hide from the sun if you're vampires. Maybe there's a day and night cycle like in Dota 2, and if it's night you want to get out, and if it's day you want to hide. We'll come to a second to the vampires, and then Sex Machine, the guy from Dusk Till Dawn. Then we have the Caleb Colton. This is from the movie Near Dark by Catherine Bigelow. Again, check out the link down below to my movie channel. It will all come together like comics, this Endtimes TCG, and the movie channel. It will kind of intertwine. But yeah, I planned to make just a 10-minute video, but now we're in deep, and let's stay deep. And Caleb is just like an innocent Western cowboy, or just a cowboy. And that's cool. And he can turn into a vampire, but he has also like good morals. I hope I can put on this card something like good or evil, or a moral compass, like you have in Baldur's Gate 2, like that only not only, but just that you can play evil characters with evil characters, and who can ally. We will see. And then there's Time to Slay Some Vampires, Padre. This will be maybe an action card. And this is from John Carpenter's Vampire. This will be the James Woods, and this will be the Padre with a shotgun, and James Woods has a gun, as you can see. And then James Woods, let me ask you a question. When you were stabbing that vampire, did you get a little wood? Mahogany. Like that's the flavor we're going for. And then we have the Near Dark Winnebago, which kind of looks like the one from Dusk Till Dawn. So Winnebagos are in this game. This is Severin, I guess his name was. This is the Bill Paxton in Near Dark Vampire. Really awesome, really awesome. As you can see, I made a note: The Lost Boys, Blade, John Constantine, Predator, Ginger Snaps, Species, X-Files, Ginger Snaps, Faculty, Ginger Snaps twice. This is May. This is the vampire girl who hangs around with this bunch, led by Jesse Hooker. This guy is the bishop from Alien, and he plays here he's a trash vampire. He doesn't know why he's a vampire, he just knows he's a vampire, and I guess they live for fun and just to eat. And that's what makes him incredible scary, because these are not vampires with a code. These are not the vampires from John Carpenter's vampires. These are just scumbag vampires, just roaming the Badlands. Then we have Diamondback. She played in Terminator 2 the female Marine, and she plays here an awesome looking woman. She's also a vampire. Then we have Homer, and he's a kid, like I don't know in the movie, but they converted him and he was a kid, but he's not a kid anymore, because like he ages, he doesn't age, but his experience, like, how do you say, his soul, or soul he doesn't have anymore, but his brain or his experience aged, so he's kind of tragic. And then we got May, and she's like the innocent girl which they turned last. She was dying, and she's very grateful. This is now her family, but she has also still love in her heart, and that's why she likes Caleb and she turns him, but then they also turn on the evil fuckers here. And yeah, and that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I'm not gone. I think this is going places. and I hope I can take you for a cool ride. Definitely, I want to go free to play, maybe a living card game, maybe so that everybody who wants can print this out, and then I will put just a few watermarks over here, so that no one can just steal my drawings or idea. And if it wants, well, then I guess I have to find and eat him up, or maybe do an exorcism on that person or company. Which, yeah, let's hope it doesn't come to that. And yeah, free to play, living card game, maybe bunch of fun, and maybe funded through you at Patreon. I don't know yet, but anyways, I will do this. And yeah, come with me for the great ride. See ya.